Hi everyone, and welcome to a new review of Lenka Filonenko's latest book. This is called Soul of Gaia, and it's absolutely stunning. But then again, Lenka's books always are, from production to the quality of the illustration, just absolutely spot on. So let's just talk about the front of the book first of all. It has a lovely soft touch cover, one of those covers that you just want to keep stroking all day if you're weird like me. And it's the same as her previous sort of artist editions, you know, so if you've got any of her other books, you will know. And we've got some gold foiling to the front as well. And then on the back, it shows you images of what's inside. And the blurb says, connect with the spirit of the earth in this art colouring book, featuring 21 original hand-drawn illustrations of nature beings, shamans, and mystical portraits. Immerse yourself in Gaia's essence and bring these sacred images to life with your own colours. Scared images, that's funny. Okay, so that is the artist edition. She also produces these in Amazon printed format. So if you wanted to, and you wanted to get the illustrations, maybe to photocopy and print on your own paper, you can get the Amazon version, which is obviously really thin paper, but I do prefer obviously the artist editions of her books. Now here is all the links that you can get them from. So if you want to screenshot this, pause it. If you want her artist edition with the spiral binding and the good paper and everything else, you need to go to her Etsy. If you want the standard paperback, which is the one that I just showed you from Amazon, you need to obviously go to Amazon. If you want to find out more about her, you can see her website and blog at lenkafilonenko.com. And then here's her Facebook colouring groups, artist page, and other socials. So there you are. Let's get into the book. Absolutely gorgeous. Lenka is just an amazing illustrator, infinitely talented. So Soul of Gaia. We know that this is going to be quite a, it's going to be one of those themes of, you know, like Zeus and all the old gods, like the Norse gods and things like that. It's going to, what's the word, like Greek mythology. That's the word I'm looking for, mythology. Sorry, my brain has been on a massive fart today and I just can't remember anything before I've even said it. So this book belongs to Page, has a small sort of earth and moon design on there for you to colour. As soon as I opened the book and saw this image, I was just like, wow, this is a gorgeous illustration. And I do want to colour it, and I did want to colour it as the first one that I did, but I don't know, I was a little bit, I don't know if I had enough time to sort of get into such a detailed illustration with so many different animals and elements on it. But I think, oh, this is stunning. I absolutely love it. Now the paper in the book is a cardstock. Let's do the ping test. It barely wants to ping because it's thick, but yeah, so it is a lay flat spiral binding as well. Gorgeous thick paper. So, oh wow, look at this. So we've got this goddess, and within her is the whole world. It's like she's like Mother Nature, you know. I think Gaia, is that not the mythology for just all of creation or the whole of the universe? Gaia, I can't remember. But these illustrations are absolutely stunning. No, that's another page. It's just so thick. So this guy's got a pretty cool top knot and beard, and as you can see, his beard is sort of morphing into the waves and the water at the bottom, and he's built on a sandcastle. So maybe this is kind of biblical. I'm not sure. I know I've heard a lot about, you know, this sandcastle and that kind of thing in biblical work, but I'm not sure. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. And we've got a couple here where we've got all elements of nature coming into play. So you've obviously got your humans and your tree and your land animals. So you've got, you know, your big cats and your antelope and your squirrels and stuff. Then you've got the animals that are in the air, so above ground, eagle. And then you've got the water, the animals that live in the sea, the whales, the crocodiles, the turtles, the lizards. So all parts of nature are combined on this page, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. Just gorgeous. these are proper frameable pictures, you know what I mean? I can imagine just after colouring them, you can't leave them in a book. It's just so nice. They really should be hung up and admired. This is a really close-up portrait. We've got what looks like a goose at the bottom, or a swan. I think it's a goose actually. And this is a swan, I recognise. Maybe they are swans, I don't know. We've got lilies as well, and a huge crown at the top. I wonder if there's any kind of... No, there isn't. I thought there might be something to tell us what each one of these is. It would be quite nice to have them labelled, you know. So there'll be something along the bottom or on the back of the other page, just to tell you where she's got the inspiration from. This one looks really Native American. It's a lot of feathers in the headdress there. And she did mention on the back about the shaman, and I think this is what this must be, rather than, you know, yeah, I think it is, because you can see she's sort of making some kind of potion. It's pretty cool. It is really cool. This is a side portrait, and again, lots of animals hidden in here. We've got a snake at the bottom, this cute little frog sticking out. Look at this deer, just curled up, gone to sleep. Leopard and the parrot, or whatever bird that is. And lots of florals as well. So it's about a human looking person that kind of embodies all of nature. This is the man and wolf. Again, I love it. I love to see males in colouring books as well, because it's not very often you do see that, and Lenka portrays them really, really well. Another thing that I absolutely love about her work is her use of very light grayscale, because it really does give you that, just like a hint of a guide of where to put your shadows. And this looks very Egyptian. We've got butterflies, but this looks hieroglyphic-y, doesn't it? It looks Cleopatra-y. Oh, love this as well. She's got the whole of nature on her head, and this fountain just pouring down. That'd be really handy, wouldn't it, if you had a tap on top of your head that you could just quickly wash your hands anytime you wanted. This is giving the Native American vibes as well. I love the aged skin too. Lenka does a variety of different ages in her portrait. She does some really cute little kids, and then she goes up to, you know, it's more of a worn kind of elderly, all the wrinkles in the character, you know. She's not scared to do that, which I find amazing, because often in colouring books of people, they're all perfect or completely unattainable looks, you know, like the skinniness of them and the largeness of the head, and it's so out of proportion and not realistic. But Lenka does have that sense of realism. Look at this, mother and baby, just wow. All the flowers in the hair, absolutely stunning, just stunning. This is another, now is this a goose? I don't know. It's got this cool little Mohican thing going on there, this little quiff. I love her dress though. Look how it flows like the water, and she's got water coming out of her hands. That'd be even better for washing your hands. Just have water literally in your hands. You can tell that I'm like freak out about germs and stuff, can't you? Because that's the first thing that I think is like great hand washing opportunity. So here is the one that I've coloured. I had such a good time colouring it, and I love the colour palette. I've used a lot of mossy and brownish greens on this, and I think it's come together really, really nicely. I don't know what it is about me, particularly in Lenka's books, because she does birds a lot. I always seem to turn my birds into like blue tip birds. I don't know why. And especially in Lenka's books. I've done it in another one of her books just the other week. So we've got, and look at the cute little babies. Yeah, I love it. I love the colours, everything that I've chosen. This again, it's just one that you think, you know, this needs to be up in a frame, you know. Not to blow my own horn or anything, it's just the quality of the illustration, you know. And I think that pretty much however you colour these illustrations, it's just going to look fantastic. It's like you've got this perfect base to start from, and you can't really go wrong. So this little guy is playing the flute, I guess. We've got lots of crystals and things hanging around. Again, I'm not sure what this represents, but what did it say on the back? Hang on. Nature being shamans and mystical portraits. So maybe it's not, you know, referring to something specific. Maybe it is just from Lenka's imagination. Wow. So we've got even more crystals and nature. And again, just like an older looking lady. Not elderly by any means before you come for me, but just more mature looking. And oh, look at this guy with his 6-pack. So we've got it's an 8-pack. So we've got the the bear in the background, the owl. He's got antlers. So again, it's that mystical thing. He doesn't have a centaur body though. So he is a human. He's just got antlers. So he's not a human, but he's some kind of human. And I love his staff with the crystal on top. This is a very magical page. I think colours, you know, very mystical colours would lend themselves very nicely to this page. Again, with the Egyptian influence. So this is definitely kind of Cleopatra, right? She's got the big sort of wings coming up around her. She's holding the earth in her palms. And we've got the scarab beetle. Can you imagine when this is coloured with real jewel tones? Properly shimmery looking kind of beetle. Remind me of shimmer. I went to a horror themed or gothic themed craft fair the other week, and I got these little paints to try. Can you imagine this on a scarab? Just something like this. This would be amazing. This is Dracula, yeah. And she was lovely, the girl that owns the company. Anyhow, I followed them on Instagram for ages, and I saw that they were really local to me at a craft fair, and I was like, I'm going. So here we are. This is, I guess, another kind of Mother Earth, Mother Nature sort of vibe. She's got a cool hat on though. Like, she's all mystical and stuff, and she's got the whole world inside of her, but she's made sure she's had a cool hat on. Do you know what I mean? So we've got all the vines and leaves and stuff like that. This one's a little bit more intricate. It's got thinner, finer line work. It looks like she's playing a drum. She's banging a drum. But inside of here, there's all sorts. We've got the dolphin, the lion, the bird, the wolf. You know, again, it's giving you every single sort of environment on Earth where nature thrives. And this is like a mandala as well. And in the background is space. So it's just, they're really, really cool. And this is the final illustration. Again, adorable little boy in his pajamas. Just got the whole world, you know, the whole world ahead of him. You could say this is a metaphor for. You've got the whole world in your hands, and you can do whatever you wish and dream to do. So yeah, there's a testing page for your media. And then on the back, these are the previous books from Lenka. Pretty sure I've reviewed all of them, maybe apart from the first one. And Dream Dancers, I don't think I've done that one. I've not done Fairy Bliss either. I have reviewed a lot though. I'm sort of discounting all of these, but I reviewed all of these. And I absolutely love her books. Just love them. And she's so quick. She seems to come out with books every 5 seconds, you know, and it's like, oh my goodness, Lenka, where do you have this depth of talent and also speed? It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, if you want to get yourself a copy, the artist edition, as I said, is on Etsy. The Amazon edition is on Amazon. You could get this. Obviously, it's cheaper than the artist edition. So if you wanted to get the Amazon one and scan and copy onto your own paper, you know, for your own use, that's a great idea as well. But I really, really hope that you've enjoyed looking through the book. I'm never going to have a bad word to say about Lenka. She's just, her illustrations are amazing. She's a lovely lady, and the quality of everything she puts out is just top notch. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon on Colour with Claire.